Welcome, this is Melinda Barlow CZT, Certified Zentangle Teacher, and today's lesson is this tangle right here. You can see I've been working on it in my book, and this is what the template looks like if you just download the template, and of course that's what it looks like in the book before you start drawing on it. But the tangle is cross your heart. And I will put in the display who it's by. I just left my paper not here right by me, so I can't remember who did the tangle, but it is so easy and so stunning. And you can see I started another one here, and you can do it about any size. They could be smaller. So we're just going to start with a pen, and I'm going to do the basic cross your heart. And I think I'm going to put it right down here because it won't make much difference where it gets on this tangle. I just want to balance it out a little bit. So we'll put it right down here. And I am going to just do a cross. Very easy. You can see that it's just a cross. And then in this, I'm going to draw a heart shape. So let me come in a little closer so you can see. And you can see I just kind of went over, over the line there. And I'm just going to rotate the book so I can. So then we're going to end up with 4 hearts. Hence, that's where it's cross your, you are, CROSS dash UR dash HEART, cross your heart. And so there we have. Now we're just going to stripe it, and the best way to stripe this is start in the center, and I like to make just a little bit of a curved line, and then I'm going to work my way up that heart shape, but drawing my pen down into the center of the heart. And then I'm going to do the same over here. And I'm going to come back and do one more. I thought it was a little wide, and I didn't want it that wide. Then after I get all the stripes done, the lines done, then I'm going to come back and on the outside edge start to blacken in. And you can leave. I'm going to come in a little. You'd think I'd get that on my. I'm going to come in a little bit closer. I'm going to leave just a little sparkle there because I'm going to color it blue. And what I mean by sparkle is I just leave a little white. But I want to work my way into the center. Well, actually across the whole heart, doing every other one. And I just leave that little bit of a sparkle I try to put it in the whitest part, but if it doesn't get in the whitest part, it's okay. And we're really fortunate here. This turned out even. So I ended up with dark on both ends. Sometimes that doesn't happen, and I have to do a little fudging. So we're going to rotate this again, and we're just going to see how it happens. So I want to start in the center, do a little curved line, and I'm going to do 2 of them this time. And then I'm just going to always draw to the center, work my way up the heart, but draw right into the center. All the way, and now again, fill in. And you do not have to leave that little sparkle if you do not want it. You can do without. Seems like every time I go to film, I end up having to sneeze or cough. I don't know what is the deal with that, but I'm trying to stifle a sneeze here. And I think it's working. Okay, this one came out not even. So you see that I've got, but I'm okay with it because I have a dark right there. So it turns out really, all right, if I wanted to, I could put another little line there, but it just turned out okay. And you can see how beautiful this Cross Your Heart Tangle turns out. And I always start on the left and work to the right because I don't want to put my hand on the ink. And so I can ink it, and because I never know if the ink is, how fast the ink is going to dry, if I'm going to smear it. And when you lay it down pretty heavy, the ink takes a little bit longer to dry. So you want to just kind of watch. And that one had one right up against it, but it's still okay. And now we have one more heart here. Always remember that you want to draw to the center, fan it out, because that kind of gives that a curved look. And that little line that's on this template is just going to disappear. You're really not going to see it. You could use it to draw something on, but this time I'm just skipping over it. And there we have Cross Your Heart. Now we're going to come back on this, Cross Your Heart, and add this petal that kind of goes on the outside. So I'm going to take my heart, and the top of those little bumps, I'm going to draw a petal. And then I'm just going to go around, and I'm going to do that all the way around my Cross Your Heart. And I like the petals to meet up with each other so that they actually touch and then they come off. So there we have it all the way around, and I will stripe those also. And you can see that I started striping here. And I'm just going to show you what I did when I stripe it. I start with the center, and they come down in. I like mine to come down and meet in. They kind of aura that. Or they can come and stop just like this so that they don't meet in. So it's really a personal preference on what you do. But I just wanted to show this beautiful pen that you can, I'm putting a link to it, this Papermate Ink Joy, and I love the smoothness of this. It's a ballpoint, and the ink just rolls out of it so beautiful. I am just falling in love with how it works on my paper. And I'm just filling in this leaf with a blue pen, just because I wanted to add a little color. And I'm using that same technique that I did on the Ink Joy Ink Joy, the Cross Your Heart, same technique that you want to come in. Now I already started over here, so I want to come back and work my way to the outside edge so that I don't end up with a mistake. And I'm going to come and just add a little color on that outside edge, just to balance it out. And you can see how much fun that is. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to add jetties. They're such a compliment to here. So we're just going to add our circles. And then stripe our circles, and I give it a little curve, and then stripe on both sides. And I'm going to come back and keep working on this, and probably speed up it so you don't have to watch it. You can just see how I finish this out. And then I'm going to do something fun on the generous. And by the way, the positive thing we're thinking today is generous. Be pretty if you can, be witty if you must, but be generous at all costs. So I'm going to keep filming, and we're going to see how this turns out.